The Rainboom, one of My Little Pony's most theorized about topics. Dozens of other theories try putting a number on how fast Rainbow Dash was going, but none touch on how the halo or rainbow form, what the explosion is, or why magic goes cuckoo everywhere. There's so much possibility, and I think I have a theory. To get to our theory, we need to outline all of what the Rainboom is first. So what is a Rainboom?
The Sonic Rainboom is legendary! When a Pegasus-like Rainbow Dash gets going so fast, boom! A Sonic Boom and a Rainbow can happen all at once!
Thanks, Mickey, but I think there's a lot more to a Rainboom than that. I mean, you get a halo and all of that jazz too. Let's try getting all of it down. Let's look at this one, and this one. Do you notice a straightforward, clear path of events? No? Well, you'd be right. That's because Sonic Rainbooms are inconsistent. Most differences aren't that substantial. For example, Rainbow has a vapor cone after her rainbow in one episode and not the other. But some differences are. Rainbow's mane fuses into her rainbow in the Cutie Mark Chronicles, and the Rainboom halo is completely different in the movie style. I thought that those differences could just be amounted to artistic choice, but there are explanations to them that I will get to later. For now, let's define the average Rainboom so we can get to all the fun stuff. Rainbow Dash first speeds up and forms a vapor cone. Electricity discharges to the surrounding air from that vapor cone. The vapor cone sharpens and you get a rainbow tint on it. And then, kaboom! A bright flash of light, an expanding rainbow halo, a rainbow trailing Rainbow Dash, and a vapor cone, sometimes. I told you, inconsistent. Okay, now that we know what's in a Rainboom most of the time, we got some theorizing to do. Let's start off with the Rainboom's most striking feature, the halo. The rainbow halo forms right at the moment the Rainboom happens and expands on a plane. I already had an idea about what the halo was long before working on this video. After looking at some more possibilities to make sure I was right, I'm certain that it's cloud iridescence. Looks pretty similar, huh? Cloud iridescence, similar to what you see in soap bubbles, works when light bends around the edges of tiny water droplets or ice crystals in clouds. Wait a second, ice crystals in clouds? Ice shards in clouds? Cloud shards! It's literally me! Yeah, right. Cloud iridescence, similar to what you see in soap bubbles, works when light bends around tiny water droplets or ice crystals in clouds. And since white light is composed of different colors of light, they all bend at different angles and separate, making our halo. Wait, movie-style halos are different. What gives? There are actually other forms of atmospheric optics. If the particles in our cloud are really similar in size over most of it, you get a corona. If they're really big ice crystals, you get halos. Both of which are similar to what you see in movie Rainboom halos. Essentially, clouds form differently whenever a rainbow makes a Rainboom in the movie style. Conveniently. Wait a second, why don't we see iridescence or any of that all the time in clouds? Because those effects happen under specific circumstances that we'll get to now. One thing that cloud iridescence needs is a thin cloud. Without a thin cloud, all the light would just get scattered too much. Rainboom halos also expand really fast. Most regular clouds don't fit the bill. Condensation rings do. They're thin, expand quick, and form from an explosion. Perfect for our Rainboom. Condensation rings form when a large explosion causes a rarefaction of the air outside of it. You know how explosions make things go high pressure? Something needs to go low pressure to balance it out. That is rarefaction. Air in low pressure expands, and expanding air becomes cold. If that air gets cold enough, it condenses into a cloud. That's our halo cloud. Now we have a surface for our iridescence to happen on. We just need a source of light to complete the halo. With cloud iridescence getting its light from either the sun or the moon, you might think that the light problem is pretty straightforward. In the movie, however, Dash performs a rainboom in heavy cloud cover. There's no way enough light to get through that. So where do we get our light? This. That's ball lightning. What's ball lightning, you may ask? I mean, we know it's real. That's about it. Scientists still haven't figured the whole thing out yet. In short, it's this floating ball of bright stuff. It's associated with thunderstorms, but lasts longer than lightning. Normally a few seconds to even a minute. Scientists still haven't been able to land on a theory, but a lot of them involve electric charges. Now, why do I mention electric charges? Have you ever rubbed a balloon on your head, then stuck it to the wall? That's static electricity at play. When objects move through the air, static electricity builds up to the friction with the air. That's why you see those wicks on the end of plane wings. They're meant to discharge built up static electricity. The same thing happens with Rainbow Dash. You can see that static electricity tries to discharge out of a vapor cone. Okay, so the Rainboom has some electric part to it. But that doesn't necessarily prove that we have ball lightning in there though. I think this might. We get a similar effect to the Rainboom, except one difference: an aurora-like effect. Auroras are caused by charged particles interacting with gases in our atmosphere. You know what else has charged particles?
Your mom!
I don't know why exactly you only get Rainboom auroras up in the Crystal Empire. Maybe the discharge of the Rainboom affects the magnetic field up there or something. I don't know, I'm getting off topic. Now we have a source for our light, ball lightning. But I don't think static friction is enough to power up our strange little meteorological mystery. We need something big, something explosive. Ball lightning is associated with big thunderstorms. I can only guess a discharge of electricity might cause it. But I don't think static electricity from a single flying Pegasus is enough to make that large of a discharge. There needs to be something else magnifying that electrical effect. I think that thing is the initial explosion. Rainbow Dash's first Rainboom was really magical. Literally. Twilight got a big burst of magical energy due to Dashy's Rainboom. Not to mention how all the main 6's cutie marks are connected to the Rainboom. Because of this, you can only conclude that magic is part of the boom in the Rainboom. I also imagine that Pegasus magic has something to do with electricity, considering their involvement with thunderstorms. Pegasus magic must have some sort of outburst of strength whenever a Pegasus passes through the sound barrier. That magical force translates into electricity and causes a massive electrical discharge. The discharge would also explain the flash of light seen in the beginning of the Rainboom, and could also cause the ball lightning to happen. We're almost done with the theory. Now we just have that rainbow to deal with. Shouldn't be too hard. Pony rainbows are weird. Hey, get that thing away from me. I'm not weird. Come on. Pony rainbows are weird. They're spicy, liquid, walkable, have the same glitter unicorn auras have, implying that they're also magic, and can also be ungayed. Real rainbows are, well, not any of that. It's more light physics. There's no reasonable way to explain rainbows in Equestria. Thus the cop-out,
The magics!
though magic might not be a cop-out entirely. The rainbow trail being magic also nicely explains Dashy's mane fusing into it in the Cutie Mark Chronicles. Considering that the main 6 were destined together by the Tree of Harmony, I can only assume the tree did some funky magic stuff to make sure they all got their cutie marks. Maybe boosting Dashy's Pegasus magic enough to make sure they all did. The tree might have done a bit too much boosting though. So much so that funky main magic might have fused their main into the rainbow temporarily. So I'm pretty sure the magic is a good explanation for a rainbow. There you have it, my theory on how the Rainboom works. I had a lot of fun researching this, and I'm really excited to make some more videos soon. Until then,
Later, Rainbow Crash!